Coming up on Look Today, a silent march and vigil took place yesterday in Saratoga in memory of the 50th year anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination. I've got details. And after a lot of demand from 21st Congressional District constituents, Congresswomen Elise Stefanik finally held a public town hall meeting today in South Glens Falls, and we were there. Plus, we've got updates on the Queensbury Union Free School District's capital project. More on that coming up. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome, everyone. I'm Jay Hood Jackson, and this is Look Today. Well, on tonight's program, I sit down with Kim Wegner. Now, she's a coordinator of enrichment, STEM education, and career connections for BOCES, and she's here to talk about their collaboration with SUNY Adirondack on early education college program. I also sit down with Laura Dorado. She's a new executive director of the National Museum of Dance in Saratoga, and she's here to talk about her vision as well as an exhibition opening at the museum. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, yesterday marked the 50th anniversary of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Now, in honor of his memory, a silent march and vigil took place in downtown Saratoga Springs. Around 300 people marched down Broadway, holding replicas of the signs that demonstrators held 50 years ago. Well, we were at the event, and we spoke to Ellen Egger-Imoni. She's organizer for the event.
I'm very proud to be a part of this community here because we are really very active and passionate, and we don't stand around and do nothing. We're always taking the stand, and I think you have to in this day and age. It makes me sad when I listen to the speech of Martin Luther King tonight. He was saying things that are still so prevalent today.
Boy, is that ever true. That was a very nice event, by the way. All right, in other news, well, after a lot of demand from the 21st Congressional District constituents, Congresswoman Elise Stefanik finally held a public town meeting. It was at the Moreau Community Center in South Glens Falls. Now, the event was billed as Coffee with Your Congresswoman, and issues such as health care, veterans issues, the environment, local manufacturing jobs, farming, and trade were discussed. Well, we were at the event, and we asked the Congresswoman to discuss her position on the NAFTA trade agreement.
This is a district that is very dependent upon our trading relationships. Just look at the U.S.-Canadian economic partnership that's so critical to jobs in our region. I'm also concerned about how this is going to affect our agricultural products and our ability to export. So I disagree with the President on his trade policies. I think we need to modernize trade agreements like NAFTA, but I have been concerned about these tariffs leading to a trade war, and it's an area where I disagree with the President.
Now, we'll have more on this tomorrow. As the Congresswoman discussed other topics as well. All right, switching from news to weather. Well, today saw clear skies. Yay. Let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thank you, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Sponsor with your first look weather update here on Look TV. Overnight, we're going to be down to the upper 20s across much of the Capital District, from Fort Edward 29 in Whitehall to 27 in Greenwich. Glens Falls, you'll be in the mid-20s and lower 20s towards Johnsburg and in Pottersville. We'll experience scattered snow showers with a west wind of roughly 15 or so miles per hour. Then we'll see snow to all rain, 42 the afternoon high with that breezy west wind about 20 or so miles per hour. So make sure you tie down those loose objects. Wind chills in the mid-20s as we kick off the day with a snowy start and air temps in the upper 20s to lower 30s. Our extended forecast shows an 80% chance of rain and snow on Friday. Sunshine, partial sunshine on Saturday, mostly sunny Sunday, highs in the lower 40s. Overnight lows in the mid-20s before a 40 to 30% rain shower chance as we kick off early next weekend. We could see a 46-degree high temperature on Tuesday, morning low about freezing. That was your weather update here on First Look Weather on Look TV. I'm meteorologist Clarence Sponsor. Now instead of back to you, Jesse.
Thank you, Clarence. Back to the news. Well, Queensbury Union Free School District has begun construction on the Legacy 2020 capital project at Queensbury High School. Well, the estimated cost of this project is $40 million. and will not cost taxpayers any additional money. The project is expected to be completed in 2020. Well, we spoke to School District Superintendent Doug Huntley.
The entire project is going to take 2 years. So we're in the first 10% of the project. So we have a ways to go. But the progress has been steady. We're on time. We're on budget. That's the good news. And we'll just continue the project for the next couple of years and try to get it done as expeditiously as possible.
Big project for sure. Up next, I sit down with Kim Wegner. Now, she's a coordinator for enrichment, STEM education, and career connections for BOCES. And she's here to talk about their collaboration with SUNY Adirondack on early college high school program. Plus, I also sit down with Laura Dorado. She's a new executive director of the National Museum of Dance in Saratoga. And she's here to talk about her vision, as well as a very interesting exhibition that's opening up at the museum on April 19. First, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea. How about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. A couple lookouts for tonight. Just a reminder, tomorrow night at the Strand Theater in Hudson Falls, a very interesting concert. Jenny Lin, internationally known and recognized concert pianist, is going to be performing piano works of Philip Glass. That's a very unusual program. I think it starts at 7 o'clock, which is why I'm telling you about it tonight. Tomorrow night at the Strand Theater in Hudson Falls. And a reminder also that tonight on Look TV, it's Sold. That's our call-in auction program. It's a very unique program, live program, great estate jewelry and coins. You will not believe some of the finds. We hear about it every week. And last but not least, just Drew here at Look Media attended the Martin Luther King Jr. vigil last night. And we had a lot of extra footage, and some of it was very interesting. And Dana put together a little collage here of some of the marchers coming down Broadway with the audio track from the event that was held inside the building down at the bottom of Broadway. So we're going to take the program out tonight with that. That's it. We'll see you tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.
Take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak.